Well, hello there. We slept reasonably well in a very crowded hut, and it stopped raining overnight. Things are still very humid and moist this morning, but the river, which last night was like a scary raging torrent, is now a slightly less scary raging torrent. We have one major river crossing today and a lot of creek crossings, so I'm hoping that we can safely get over all of them as we make our way to Anne's hut. We have some walking in woodland, which is kind of hilly, and then we have some walking through tussock that is kind of flat. I'm so stiff in the morning. Yesterday was a very interesting day in a hut all day, small hut, pouring rain with so many different people. The only thing we have in common is that we are out walking. And now we're back at it today. All right, we just built this little rock bridge across the creek here because it had no rock bridge, so we tossed all those rocks in. We gathered them all up, tossed them in there. See, it's rocks everywhere. So maybe we can cross without getting our feet wet. I don't know. Maybe we'll still fall in. Who knows? This is the biggest spider we've seen in New Zealand. Look at that guy. What kind of a spider is he?
If you have the fear of spiders,
wow.
If you have the fear
Neat.
of spiders.
Oh my gosh, when we start hiking in the morning, my feet hurt so bad. If anyone wants to do any armchair diagnosis, if there's any physical therapists or orthopedists out there, not any particular part of them. Like my left foot, it's definitely the arch, the heel, the toes. My right foot, it's like the ball of my foot. I'm basically limping in the morning. I take some Advil, and the combination of Advil and just warming up pretty much takes care of the pain. But for the first half an hour, I have to go so slow. And yeah, I'm literally limping. The river is high.
It's beautiful for kayak.
It'd be perfect in a kayak or a canoe or a raft. Maybe even a tube. But last night it was this raging gray torrent of death water. And this morning it's high and it's definitely flowing, but it's clear again. So this is definitely passable. This is passable. Although we don't have to cross this river, so that's okay. Look at this. Perfect hiking trail. So nice.
Imagine hiking being like this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. So beautiful. The views, the trail is so perfect. It's like not hot, it's cool with this little breeze, which is helping with the humidity. It's so perfect out here. Now, if you stop, you're gonna be eaten alive by sandflies. But if you're just moving, it is like perfect hiking conditions. It's so nice. My feet are warming up, so they're hurting less. So now we're really cruising. This is the stuff you live for, all those days of agony and misery. This is the payoff right here. We're currently looking for a place to cross this stream that is quite swollen. Over here, boys. You can see it behind me, and it gets pretty deep. So it gets about waist deep on me. So we're trying to find a place that we can cross that it won't be too deep for Buttercup to safely go across. We did find one spot that could work, be about waist deep for him, but the water is not too swift. So we're just cruising upstream right now, seeing what we can see. Okay, we're about to cross the river here. So guys, get into position. All right, show how you put your arms. All right, so we're gonna cross now. we've come upon this interesting box here, and it looks like it's a water level recorder so that it can record, you know, how high the water goes. But that is different. That is a little cable car. That's for crossing the river. But it's gone, you know, the little car's gone. It's just the cable. I wanted to stay out in these beautiful grassy meadows instead of going into a section in the woods, so we stayed on the left side of the river, and they call it bush bashing here. We would call it like bushwhacking, but there was a use trail, and we just bush bashed our way along it. We're back to the trail now, but it meant we had to cross the river a couple times, and it was really fun. The river is a little bit flooded, moving fast, nice and cool, brisk, beautiful, clear water. We practiced our safety crossings where we held on to each other, our backpacks behind their backs. Yeah, we were good crossings. They were really fun. For some reason, Buttercup took off his glasses at our last break and left them there, so he dropped his pack and is walking back to where we took our break to see if he can find them. We just went around the curve and saw our first hints of autumn color. Isn't that pretty? Autumn is coming to the mountains. Look at that.
We already passed Ada River, which is the one Goose was so worried about. And it was like no big deal. And I don't know why it was so easy. It was easier than a couple other ones we did, right, Goose?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time worrying about it, thinking about it, reading comments about it. And then we crossed it without even realizing what it was.
I've been doing good. Well, it's these miles, like the first few miles were tough, but then once we got to this like gravel road section, it's been easier actually, because like there's not that many river crossings, and like it's not really that like bumpy, like there's no like steep uphills. There's mostly like flat. Like if you can see over there, it's flat. Like just following this is like really easy. Like you can see for almost like 8 miles, or like 10.
A fun little part of this trail is when you've been walking towards a hut all day or half the day or whatever, and then you can see it in the distance, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm almost at the hut. It's just off in the distance, and that's always a really good feeling. So here's Anne's hut, and it's a 20 bunk hut, so it's a big hut. So even if we have 13 travelers like last night, we don't have to squeeze in.
This is a tour of the hut, and it's pretty nice in here. There's enough water, a warning sign, and not any candles. Somebody hung their stuff up. Some of it is ours, and here are the bedrooms. Bunk beds, I think 5 each. And another one. And that's pretty much it. I love this hut. Yeah. An outside water, 2 privies, and that's probably it. Bye.
I got a little fire going, heating up some water. It just feels so nice just to lay here next to the fire.
Hello. Hello there. We made it to the hut.
Today was kind of a long day because we did a lot of miles today. We didn't have to climb any big mountains, but we crossed a lot of rivers.
Which would you rather, climb a mountain or cross a really long river?
Cross a river.
Cross a river.
We have to climb a pass tomorrow. Not a huge pass, but
It's only 600
a
feet.
small pass. 600 feet, yeah.
It's not that big. We've climbed
I
way
think
bigger.
Our total elevation gain tomorrow is 1,300 feet. So we're going to climb 1,000 feet, 1,300 feet tomorrow.
1,300 feet.
Yeah, but we're only going 11 miles, so shorter than today.
So didn't we climb like a 300 feet mountain?
Today, yeah, if you call that a mountain.
Wait, we did?
I mean, it's a hill.
I said like a week ago during like a few days ago. Didn't we climb like a giant mountain?
Yeah,
That was like elevation like 400 feet?
no,
400,000.
we climbed like
400,000.
4,000 feet in one day.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Let's go to bed.
Bye.
Good night.